The first episode kicks off with Kat on a date with Daryl. They hit it off and after some back and forth, decides to head back to her place. While she's on the phone with her friends, she hears a commotion coming from the restaurant kitchen. Kat checks it out and finds the staff fighting, one of them stabbed. The chef accuses the female staff of lying and hiding things, but when Kat tries to calm him down, he realizes she is a cop and attacks her. Kat triggers the fire alarm, subdues him, and gets out of there. The next day, Kat heads to work as the head of the missing persons unit. Her coworker Nia fills her in on a case involving Rishi Magari, a widowed lecturer who's gone missing. Kat's boss, Stagger, introduces Charlie Pitts, their new digital media analyst, and praises both Kat and Charlie for their expertise. Charlie, being the tech whiz he is, digs into Kat's past and finds an article about her father, Clint Donovan, a former detective who was killed. He also uncovers that Monty LeBurn, who's serving a life sentence for Clint's murder, was involved. Kat's team gets a lead on Rishi's car and they head to the woods where it was found. Charlie works his tech magic, unlocking the car and checking the trunk, but it's empty. Meanwhile, Rishi is walking somewhere, lost in thought about a girl named Vanessa. Later, Kat hangs out with her friends Aqua and Stacy. Stacy pushes her to check out an app she set her up on, Melody Cupid, which matches people based on music tastes. Kat hasn't bothered with it yet, but Stacy takes her phone and forces her to check her matches. Kat spots a guy she recognizes, Josh, her ex-fiancé, who disappeared 11 years ago without a trace. She tries to brush it off but admits she hasn't heard from him since he walked out, right when she was grieving her father's death. Stacy warns her not to get caught up with Josh again, but Kat is intrigued and insists she is over him. That night, Kat meets Aqua again and shows her Josh's photo. Aqua is shocked because she knew him too. The next day, Kat heads into work and learns from Stagger that Monty LeBurn, the man who killed her father, is dying from terminal cancer and doesn't have much time left. Kat insists on talking to him. She needs answers about what really happened that day. Kat shares the news with her mom, who urges her to stay away from Monty. Kat also mentions Josh being back, but her mom is cautious and suggests that talking to him might help her, though she should be careful. Kat tries to focus on her work and matches with Josh on the app, waiting for his message. Charlie calls to update Kat on Rishi. He liked to review for a cottage 2 miles from where they found his car, and Charlie's already reached out to the owner to check if Rishi made any bookings. Kat enlists Stacy's help to get into the prison and talk to Monty. Stacy says she can pull some strings through her client, a prison officer. Meanwhile, Josh accepts Kat's match on the app and she sends him a song, Missing You, a flashback showing them singing it together during karaoke. At work, Charlie tracks down the owner of the cottage, who confirms that Rishi booked to stay there last Friday. Kat arranges to meet Nia at the cottage. At the cottage, Kat and Nia find lingerie in a gift box, suggesting someone else was meeting Rishi. Stacy texts Kat saying she's getting her into the prison to see Monty. Kat and Stacy drive to the prison and meet Tamsin, a prison officer, friend of Stacy's. Kat talks to Monty, begging him to explain why he killed her dad, but he taunts her. A nurse prepares a shot of morphine and scopolamine to make him talk. The shot works and Monty starts rambling, mistaking Kat for his sister Angie. He admits he didn't kill Clint. He was paid to take the fall for someone else, but before he can say who, he passes out. Stacy calls Kat with an update. She asks Tamsin for everything on Monty, and it turns out Josh visited him a day before he left Kat all those years ago. Kat is shocked. Meanwhile, Rishi is shown tied up on a farm. The episode wraps up with Kat getting a message from Josh on Melody Cupid. He tells her that it's not a good idea for them to talk and mutes their conversation on the app.